Hey everyone, Sheila here from Life with Pets. So I cannot believe that the year is almost over and Christmas has been and gone. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas time with your family and friends. So we have now moved our betta fish fry into the bigger grow out tank. So I'm going to show you that today. And it's really exciting as well because we've actually got some of them that are changing colour. So let's take a look at them. So we've moved them from this 10-gallon tank here, and as you can see there is a fish in here, but that is a completely different video which I will get out to you guys very soon. There is quite the story behind that fish. And then we've now moved them into this 20-gallon long. I am going to be adding more plants in. I'm going to be using a lot of the frog bit so that that can actually drop down into the tank so that there is a little more plant cover. When I counted the fish across when I was moving them, I actually lost count, so I still am not 100% sure how many we've got, but we are starting to have some issues with them. And what I'm actually finding is the ones that don't have any ventral fins, which this one here might be one of them, we're getting some die off with the ones that don't have the ventral fins. So I'm not quite sure exactly what is going on with them. Also, I've noticed that the majority of the really small ones, which you can see a small one right there, they all don't have ventral fins. So right now, when I was counting, I did actually get up to, I think it was 20 or 22, and then at that point I lost count, but there weren't many more after that. And we did have some die off just before we moved them. So one of the reasons I did move them was so that they had more space in here, and also it was just easier for me to do larger water changes in this tank as well. So we did add some guppies into the tank. I just have 2 female guppies in here, and I just basically wanted them raised with some other fish. Also, the guppies have helped them in knowing like different foods and that they're actually foods. The babies will now take brine shrimp and also bloodworms with no issues whatsoever. As soon as the guppies sort of start the feeding frenzy, then the others will then just go crazy for the food as well. You can see there we have a really tiny one, and this one's not doing well at all either. We have several that are like that, and as I say, most of them don't have the ventral fin, so it's quite interesting how they're the ones that seem to be dying off as opposed to the sort of bigger and stronger ones. Most of those have the ventral fins. I think we've only got maybe 1 or 2 of the bigger ones that don't. So let me see if I can find one of the babies that's changing colour. Oh, actually, here's one right here. I don't know whether you can see that one. It has gone a cellophane colour, and it's sort of got sort of a pinky look to it. Initially yesterday, it's amazing how quickly they've changed actually, because yesterday the colouring was sort of a black and cellophane sort of all the way through it, and then as you can see now it is all cellophane. So that has happened really quickly. There is a bigger one in here that's the same. I'm just trying to find it. Actually, it's over the other side of the tank, so I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if I could get it to come over. Here we go. This one actually loves to be at the front of the tank when you come, so I don't know whether you can see that one very well there, but that one also is cellophane in colour. Some of the bigger ones haven't changed yet. This one does seem to still have an issue with swimming, so I am keeping an eye on that one. Most of them though have stopped the issues with swimming. They did seem to grow out of it, but just that one is still actually doing it. So overall, they are doing really well. They're eating incredibly well, but I do suspect that we are going to have some more die-off as time goes on, which is extremely unfortunate. There's that little cellophane one there again. So you can see there is such a difference in size with a lot of them, and that was one of the other reasons I moved them. I was going to separate them, and then I thought that putting them obviously in twice the volume of water and then doing the changes that we're doing, and also the fact that we have had the die off, then I'm hoping that they will maybe catch up or at least not be as far behind. So they are actually due to be fed, so I'm going to put in some Rapashi gel food and see if we can get some of them eating. As you can see, straight away they go on over. And what I like about the gel food, oh, unfortunately it's dropped where you can't see. Let me maybe drop in another piece a bit further over, although, oh yeah, that one's going to go a bit further over, so maybe we'll get to see them eating that one. What I do like about the gel food is because it breaks up into tiny pieces, then all the fish can actually eat it. So it's not just the bigger ones that can eat it, the smaller ones can also eat it as well. You can see one of the little ones there having run off with it. Usually they'll grab hold of it and then go and take it to another part of the tank. The guppies do like this food as well. We absolutely love Repashy food. I think that it is a good all-round food, and it is a healthy food for them to eat as well. You can also mix in other things with it, so you don't have to make it sort of exactly as it is. You can add things up and put it in the blender and just basically make up different varieties of it, but we just use it as it is intended. You can see there one of the little cellophane ones again. There's the two cellophane together. They're just so cute at this stage because they are starting to develop personality, which I just absolutely love. I'm starting to be able to tell some of them apart when they sort of come swimming over, especially one of the cellophane ones, because they're just so interactive more now that they're quite cute to watch. I am water changing every day on this tank, which is quite a lot of work, but it's not too bad because it is right by the sink. We did also add some of this moss onto the driftwood here, and this actually came in the plant pack from H2O Plants, and the betta fish seem to really like it. They really sort of hang around in the moss. I think it's a good hiding place, and like I say, we will be adding more plants to the tank, especially as they get bigger, and obviously aggression is going to get a bit more than it is right now. There's very little aggression going on at the moment. We do get it occasionally, but I think because there's now so few in here, and obviously they've got a lot of space, then it's not really a big deal or an issue for them. They also like the moss ball as well. Very often they'll hang around on top of it or just underneath it, and also they like to hang around under the almond leaf as well. So they do have places they can go because they can get under the driftwood as well, and a lot of them like to hang around by the filter. In fact, there's one actually on the filter right now, and they sort of hang around inside the filter and then also underneath the filter too. So there are plenty of places for them, but I am going to make sure that we add more plants in. So at the moment they are doing really well. I'm just a little disappointed that we've ended up with so many with missing ventral fins, and then obviously we've had the die off, and I don't know whether it was to do with that, but all the ones that have died off sort of over the last few days are ones that didn't have the ventral fin, so I'm not quite sure exactly what that connection is. But if we do breed again, we are going to try things differently, and it'll be interesting to see if we do have the same result. I have actually just fed the Repashy in here, and you can see a lot of the snails all bunched up on it. That's what they do. The ram's horn snails, they literally pile up in a heap to eat. And then this one over here, there's another pile there, and I've not long put it in, so all the others are just making their way over. And then there's gorgeous Minnie. She has to say hi. She's just absolutely adorable. I love her markings and her colouring. She's such a chill back fish. She really is. She's a great betta fish. She'll live with anything, and she just rolls with whatever's going on, and she really is a lovely fish. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you're not subscribed to our channel and would like to see more videos like this, then go ahead and do so. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know when we do upload. I'm not sure if we're going to get another video up and out before the end of the year, so if not, I hope that you all have a wonderful new year, and we have a lot more exciting things to come in 2018, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.